We've got questions. Have you got questions?
Hi, I'm Sharon Mitchell. Thanks for coming into the webinar today. Now, we're just going to start with the sound check. So could everyone just type in if you can hear me up there on the right-hand side of your screen? And you could also tell us where you're joining us from. So we'll just wait a few minutes till we get some responses there, and then we'll get started. Okay, looks like we have got everyone can hear us. So I'll just swap now onto the webinar and we'll get started. So I'm Sharon Mitchell and I'm the creator of the New You program. And this is me down at my local beach near my house with my twins, Josephine and Jackson, who are now 21. So I would like to confirm with you that you are in the right place today, because by the end of this webinar, you will know the easy, pain-free way to change the way you eat, you drink, and you think to finally get that happy life you have been looking for. I would like to tell you a little bit about myself because I was just like you. So I had a life that looked on the outside like it was successful. I had everything that the world tells us will make us happy. I had a husband, we had a business, I had my two beautiful children, we had a house, we had the cars, we had everything we were supposed to have. But on the inside, I really was living a shell of the human being I was supposed to be, and a very unhappy life. Now, what I was doing was I was so busy caring for all the people around me that I wasn't looking after myself. Self-care was something I didn't know about, and I was so busy looking after everyone else that it got to the stage that I nearly died through lack of self-care and spending my time numbing myself from the feelings I was hiding. So I got to the stage where I nearly died, and that night was almost 10 years ago. And since that day, I have become a counsellor and a women's coach, and I have travelled the world and helped thousands of women to drink less, think differently, eat differently, and live happier lives. Now, these women all had no experience, no time, no money. They were just like you. And these women have been able to change their lives, change the way they think, eat, drink, and really be the happy women that they wanted. Now, when you stay to the end of today's webinar, you will get not only the 5 amazing secrets on how to make a start to beating those bad habits, including drinking, eating, and your thinking behind those habits, but you will also get a copy of my book, Rich, Thin and Happy. Now, Rich, Thin and Happy is not a free small ebook. Rich, Thin and Happy is my actual published book, which just hit the bestseller list on Amazon.com a couple of weeks ago. So when you stay to the end of today's webinar, you will get the free copy of Rich, Thin and Happy. Now, I discovered all of this the hard way. For me, there was a lot of guilt, a lot of stress, a lot of pain. As you can see, I was not healthy and I wasn't happy. It really had a bad effect on my relationships, not only with other people, but with myself. So I was living a life that was not what I thought I could really be. But I don't want that for you. I would like the stress-free way. So let's go forward and have a look at the 5 secrets to change your life. So the first thing we're going to look at today is how to never feel guilty again. And I know that this is a problem that not only I suffered from, but many women I work with. The second secret is how eating lots of foods you love will and help you lose weight. The third secret is find out why your drinking is actually helping your children. Secret number 4, find out how to say no to unhealthy food and drinks and still be the life of the party. And number 5, how to actually do less but be more valuable to your family. So let's move straight on to secret number 1, how to never feel guilty again. Now, this is a really exciting time for all of us because we are really in the forefront of time where they have discovered a whole lot of new information about how our brain works and about how we think. Now, the amazing thing is that they used to think that the way that our brains were formed when we were born was exactly how they would be for our whole life. But what they have discovered recently is that actually we can change the way we think and therefore the way we feel. Now, this is an amazing, amazing thing for us at this time because it means we know now that we have the power to change the way we feel, including feeling guilty. Now, the way the brain works is that the neural pathways in your brain will grow in the direction that you focus on. So the more you think something and do something, the easier it is for your brain to focus on those things. So new research has shown that you can change the way you feel and stop being guilty by actually changing the way you think. Now, a lot of the information in the New You program is based on understanding and learning how to change those neural pathways. So one quick tip to know today is that ignoring your guilt or any other feeling will not make it go away. But what you can do is change your thought patterns by positive affirmations. In other words, thinking in a different direction will actually make your brain go there automatically. Now, this is another lot of very exciting new research, which they have discovered that one of the best ways to build new neural pathways is actually to include joyful activities in your day. So people who have fun in their day every single day can actually grow new neural pathways, which means you can change the way you think and you feel. Now, some simple steps for you to take away today is this. Spend 5 minutes every day literally sitting and feeling your feelings. Then another 5 minutes to actually use positive self-talk and positive affirmations to rewire your brain. So that means telling yourself the things that you want to think and feel, and your brain will actually think and feel those things. And then add even 10 minutes every day of fun activities, and you will increase the speed that your neural pathways can change. So it's empowering stuff to know that you can go on like that and make such an amazing change in your life in such an easy way. So talking about someone who has transformed their life, I wanted to share with you a story about Chris, one of the ladies who has been through the New You program. So Chris wrote into us and said that before the program, she had a lot of guilt, a lot of shame. She had red eyes, shaking hands, no energy, and possibly most importantly, she wasn't confident in herself. She knew she was drinking too much and she was really sick and tired of being sick. Now, Chris's situation was the same as mine in that she had lost trust with her family and she really was becoming ashamed of herself and the way her life was heading. So after the program, Chris wrote to us and said this: "I'm now more confident, I feel great, and most importantly, my son trusts me again. I'm happy. It's almost like joy is creeping back into me. I've even been able to giggle and laugh out loud and just have fun, something I hadn't done for a long time. I feel better, my confidence is back, and I feel like me again. My biggest transformation is that I went from this insecure, little scared, guilty and shameful person feeling like I wasn't worthy of ever feeling good again, to now feeling excited about life again and being joyful. I'm proud of myself, even my mum's proud of me. I now know that I am enough. Just the other day, I rode my bike around the lake with my son, and he told me that we would never have done this 2 months ago. We even went paddleboarding and test driving a car, which I didn't believe I deserved to do. To women that want change, the sooner you get to looking after yourself, you'll feel better and you'll get more enjoyment out of life. So do it now. If you want to change, I've gotten back to myself. I wish I could have done this years ago. So as you can see from what Chris has said, the New You program has had an overall effect on Chris's life. Now we can move on to secret number 2, which I know you are going to love, which is how to eat lots of foods that you will love, and it will help you drink less and lose weight. Now, leading on from what I was just speaking about in the other secret about the new information about how our neural pathways can grow and change, and we can rewire our brain and think differently. Well, one of the other very recent bits of information that we know is that they now know our brains require particular nutrients, vitamins and minerals in order to grow those neural pathways. In other words, you can think differently all you want, but if you don't give your brain the right food it needs to grow those neural pathways, it can all be a waste of time. So this is amazing stuff, because you now know that by giving your brain fuel, you actually can not only change your body and your weight and feel better and look better, but you can also change your brain and rewire your thinking at the same time. So the way to do this is to eat whole food, mostly plants. Now, by that I mean you can stop counting calories. What matters here is that you put good, wholesome food into your body as a fuel. This then helps your body, your weight, and also your brain. Now, a lot of us come from the generation that was told all fat is bad, but we in fact now know that that is not true, and that good fats, which are plant-based fats, are actually good for us, and in fact our brain needs these fats in order to build new neural pathways and function properly. So although you do want to keep bad fats to a minimum in your diet, you need to ensure that you add good fats, which is plant-based fats from foods like avocados, nuts and seeds, into your diet, so that it's good not only for your body, but also for your brain. Now, one question that we often get asked is sugar. Is it good or bad? Now, sugar not only is wasted calories, but sugar actually also not only affects your mood, but it also affects the building of your neural pathways by slowing that process down and or blocking it. So we need to avoid white processed sugar as much as possible. So here's some very simple steps for you to take right now to make this amazing change in your life. Instead of counting calories, add as many colours to your plate as possible. So forget counting calories and start counting colours. The more good, wholesome, coloured food you have on the plate, the more variety you're getting in your vitamins and minerals to help your brain. Now, swap the white refined sugar for the natural sugars that are found in fruits, and that will be all the sugar your body needs. And then swap those bad fats for the good fats that are found in plants, in other words, avocados, nuts and seeds. Now, every time you put something into your mouth, you think to yourself, is this fueling my brain and my body? If the answer is no, don't eat it. So try as much as possible to fuel your body with all of this good, wholesome, plant-based food, and you will notice the difference not only in your brain but in your body. And another transformation here for you. This is Julie, who's been on our program, and she is actually a doctor and she's a mother. And before the program, she said to us that she was drinking way too much wine in the evenings after work. She was using alcohol and food as a way of coping with the stress and anxiety. And she was waking up in the mornings with a very cloudy mind. Now, after the program, Julie told us that I'm finding the gratitude in everything that I do now, and I'm more self-aware about my feelings and stress. I'm drinking less and eating better now and finding positive ways to handle stress, and I'm living a more purposeful life now thanks to this. Most importantly, I'm more grateful for my life, the relationships I have with my husband, sons, and even my grandchildren. I think that we put off things in our life that we should embrace for a better life. I've recommended a lot of my clients do this program. This program will change your life. The anonymous virtual sisterhood that nurtures this group of women who accept each other unconditionally is great, and we women should help each other out. So that is another fantastic story there. Now let's move on to secret number 3, why your drinking is actually helping your children. So your children learn absolutely everything they know off you. So whilst they can learn some good habits off you, they are also learning the bad ones. Now, the thing with that is, although if you do nothing in this time right now in your life and you continue on the path you're on, you will be teaching your children the same path. However, it is never too late to change the way you share information with your children. And the changes you make in your life now will change your children's life. So you can use every lesson in your life as an advantage for your children. So what you learn in this program are things that you can share with your children as I shared them with mine. This is the kind of thing that you can share with your children so that they know and they see a real life example of being brave, teaching them self-respect and the ability to improve no matter what. So your children have seen you go through hard times, but now they can see that anything is possible when they see the changes you will make when you are in the New You program. So the steps that you can make now to start helping your children is to begin looking after yourself. When you show your children that self-care is a priority, you are teaching your children to love themselves as you should love yourself. Communication is key. I ask open-ended questions so that your children will discuss openly how they're feeling about the changes going on in your life and how that will affect them. Now, the best thing you can do right now is to just do it. To live by example is to show your children that there is a better way to do this so that they too can look forward to a better future. And here's another transformation now, and now is a good time to bring up the fact that we don't have a picture of Donna, and that's because we take our security and privacy in our program very seriously. And whilst Donna was very happy to share with you her story, she did want to keep her photo private, which is what we have done. Now, Donna said she was drinking way too much every night and she was eating very badly. She was out of control, guilty, shameful, and wasn't making the best of any of her days. She started these bad habits at a very difficult time for her when her mum died. Now, after Donna finished the program, she said, I'm feeling stronger now because I'm not drinking anywhere near as much as I was. I have my sense of pride, joy, and accomplishment back. I'm more aware about my thoughts and my feelings and the response I give to them. It's very empowering. I was at the point that I wanted to make a change, so I signed up. I'm so glad I did. Second, do not overthink the program or your interest in it. If you are at all drawn to or thinking about this program, you want to change your relationship with food, exercise, alcohol, whatever, then just sign up and do it. The program will help you in so many ways beyond how much you drink. Third, this program is totally non-judgmental. Do not fear what others may think. It's a fully encouraging, understanding group of ladies just like you. The sooner you change your relationship with you, the better. Whatever the situation and end goal, the sooner we face these things, the sooner we get our full life and health back. So that's another great transformation story. Now, this one you will love. This is how to say no at a party and still be the life of the party. So one of the things that people often find is that if they go to a party after they've started the New You program and feel pressured into either eating something bad or drinking when they're not wanting to, and this is a foolproof couple of tips to help you out. So when someone comes up to you and says, why aren't you drinking? Or can I give you this piece of chocolate cake? You say yes instead of no. So when someone says to you, would you like a drink? You say, yes, I would like a soda. Or yes, I would like a water. So when you tend to say yes and then ask for a healthier alternative, it actually gets a different response from the other person than saying no. Now, the other solution number 2, is awesome because this not only will stop everyone harassing you about what you eat or drink, but it also, you will leave the party having been the life of the party and everyone will speak very highly of you. Now, the trick to this solution number 2 is to understand that really everybody is just thinking about themselves. So you need to use that to the best of your advantage. So when someone comes walking towards you and they look like they're either going to offer you a drink or offer you that piece of chocolate cake, then before they even get a chance to ask you anything, you think of anything that you can see on that person that you can compliment them about. So before they open their mouth, you say, Mary, your hair looks great today, or Bill, that jacket looks great on you, or Fred, you've lost a bit of weight. Anything you can think of to divert the attention to them by complimenting them. Now, by default, the person that you have complimented will automatically respond by talking about themselves and the thing that you have complimented. Now, they very quickly forget about you and your drink. Just keep using this technique. Complimenting one time after another will get you all the way through a party. So not only have you diverted your attention away from you, but every single person you talk to at the party thinks that you are the life of the party and the nicest person there, and they didn't realize that all you were doing was talking about them. So that is a foolproof way. Now, the thing that you can do now to get started on that great tip is practice, practice, practice. So start with an easy group of people or a group of people you feel comfortable with. Practice this technique, and before you know it, you will work your way up to any situation, any room, any people, and you will be the most loved person in the room. So here's our final transformation for today, and this is Kat. And Kat said to us before she began the program, she was struggling a lot with emotional issues and loneliness. She had a lot of failure in her personal life, and she'd been trying to have a baby for the last 2 years. After the program, Kat said, I finally have my energy back and I work out a lot and I make dreams again and I work for them. You made this lonely, scary journey humane, took the guilt away, offered practical steps, and most importantly, you became a supportive friend and ally. I'm getting my strong self back and I am giving back. I thought this was a very different solution than any other support group out there, and it's for women, so it became more relevant for me and it paid off. Join the group. It is tailored for us women and it can work. Now is always the best time to start working on yourself and find relief. So our final secret number 5 today, how to do less and be more valuable for your family. So I will tell you a bit of a secret here, and this is that you cannot serve from an empty platter. In other words, you cannot help and care for the people you love unless you help and care for yourself first. So I know you have been prioritizing the care of everyone around you and everyone you love above yourself, but now is the time to start prioritizing your own self-care. Now, a lot of women get confused between self-care and selfish. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is a responsibility you have to yourself and to your family. So do not feel guilty about caring for yourself, because it's a must-have quality in every woman who can help other people and the people she loves. So the simple things that you can do today to start your own self-care regime is to find time every single day for self-care. Even in the beginning, if you only spend a couple of minutes, it's the ability to include self-care in your life that makes such positive change. Another thing you do have to learn to do is to say no. Sometimes you do have to say no to what other people would like you to do so that you can actually prioritize your own self-care. And as with the other steps I've told you today, you really need to practice this to really include it in your life. So what I would like to know is, are you ready for this amazing opportunity that I can offer you today? So what we're going to tell you about today is the private New You system, which has 12 individual modules, $997 of real world value. Now, the New You system has 12 core modules, which can be completed 1 per week. It also has the free Kickstarter week included, which gets you ready for the program. You get private online Q&A with me, and then you get not only the tools, templates and videos, but our amazing forum sisterhood of women who are all there to assist you in this process as you begin this new journey. Now, here you can see the list of the modules in the New You program. So you would have seen in our transformation testimonials that I've showed you today, 100% of the ladies said that this program has changed the way they drink, and it has also changed the way they look after themselves. And the way that we are able to do that for you is to look at the reasons behind why you were drinking so much, why you were not looking after yourself, and why self-care is not a priority for you. So you can see here that we not only deal with self-love, self-care, your own responsibility, and of course the importance of self-esteem, but we talk about a lot of things like guilt and shame, control, fear, and boundary work and relationships. Now, these are the reasons behind why you are unhappy, and we will delve into all of these reasons so that you can make lifelong changes towards happiness and the positive life that you are after. So what you will get today is the private New You system, the 3 months anonymous sisterhood community forum, which you will love. You will also get private online Q&A, which is only available to our members. That is a total value of $1,491. But for the first 20 women today, we are able to offer the Fast Action Bonus, which is a 14-day pre-program life detox. Now, this life detox works on your mind, body and soul, and really gets you ready for the New You program so that you can achieve more than you would believe on the program once you get there. Now, the special bonus number 2, and this only goes out to the first 10 women today, is the personal journal. Now, I absolutely love this journal because what you can do is track your transformational progress which lets you achieve your goals more easily. So this journal is a real winner and makes the whole system a whole lot easier for you. So what you are going to get today is the New You system, the Sisterhood Community Forum, the private one-on-one sessions that are only available to our members, the 14-day pre-program life detox, the Live More journal, which will make you accountable and help you through this program, a total value of $1,835. Now, as you can see, this would be a good deal if I let it go for $995. But because you are here with us today, we can offer this to you for $249. So the registrations do close on Monday or when we get 30 students. So if all you got by doing the New You program was that you felt a happier and had a more fulfilling life, would this be worth it? If all the program did is reduce your stress and guilt, would that small payment be worth it? If all this program did was allow you to lose weight and get that energy back, or if all this program did was to help you with that self-esteem so you could feel confident in yourself again, have stronger relationships with yourself and your loved ones, would that be worth it? All you need to do is go through to that link. Now, today we can offer you the first option of a one-time payment of $249, or if you would like to choose, you can choose $24.99 a week for the 12 weeks, so the whole program will be paid off before you finish the program. Now, I know that this is a confronting time when you are choosing to make a change in your life, and for that reason, I offer this 30-day guarantee. So that means come on board, join our beautiful forum of ladies who were all like you and are working through the New You program, and have a go at the modules. And if for any reason you don't feel comfortable or it's not working for you, then we will give you a full refund, no questions asked. So I would like to tell you that I have met two types of women. There are the women who are not yet ready for change. They're not ready for the happiness. They're not ready for the confidence. They're not ready to let the pain go away. Or there are the women that we like to work with. These women are the women who are ready to have positive change in their life now. They would like to lose weight. They would like to drink less. They would like to feel happier, and they're ready for that now. Now, which kind of woman are you? Let me confirm by saying I am nothing special. I was just like you, and I had exactly the same problems as you have now. I couldn't see a way out, and then I worked through all of this for all of these years to be able to offer you this solution right here, right now. So remember, I have worked with thousands of women around the world who had no time, no experience, and no money, and they have successfully changed their lives to be happier, healthier, drinking less, eating better, and living a happier life. So you have two options today. You can carry on doing this on your own. You can possibly spend thousands more dollars on other solutions. You can spend a lot of time, energy, and maybe you will get it right. And I wish you every blessing if you wish to go this way. Or you can jump on board with me, 100% risk-free, and for this small investment today, you can give it a shot with the New You program. So, are you ready to get started? So I look forward to seeing you inside the program, and all you need to do once you get started is to click on this checkout button, choose your options, and you will be on that forum today. So I'd like to thank you very much for coming through to today's webinar, and your free copy of Rich, Thin and Happy will be sent out to you. And I really look forward to seeing you inside the New You program, and so we can begin this positive change in your life. Bye for now.